Hello, beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here. Hoping you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Yay! Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to be talking about the month of May, embracing the changes. I'm going to be doing the your love, health, wealth, and what to watch out for, or maybe what some good news is going to come for your zodiac sign. But I'm also going to be doing some predictions, and I'm also going to be talking about the market and the world and all that stuff. So your zodiac signs will be at the end. I'll do some predictions. I'll talk about the world, and then I'll talk about the economy and all that beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I hope you guys, whoever had Mother's Day or spending time with your mom, I hope you guys had a really great time. I had a wonderful time. My husband made me breakfast and we went to the ocean. So that's why I'm a little red. Look at how red I am. So if it looks like I'm burnt, I'm not that bad. Okay, so I hope you guys had a good time. Even connecting to your mom in heaven. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, thank you, Adelia. Hi, John. So just to remind you, on Thursday, Tina gave me a letter and saying that she's in Minnesota. So Tina, if you're on here, please email me at photopsychicdebbie@gmail.com and tell me your phone, your address, and then I can connect with you when I get to Minnesota. Okay. All right. So that was goes by. Thanks, Kathy. There's 123 people in the house. Hi, Barb. Hi, Christina. Just a lot of beautiful people on here. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see you beautiful people. I'm going to do an angel card number. I'm going to tell you about predictions that have come true because a lot of that has happened. I mean, it's just been a crazy week, hasn't it? Yeah, just crazy. So before I even do the number thing, I want to connect while everybody's connecting on here, and I do my little spiel thing in the beginning here. So if you're wanting to get a reading, or even if you're wanting to donate, some beautiful people have been donating. Nancy, she donated a lot last week, and thank you for that, and all the other beautiful people that sent me gifts. I got a little crystal squirrel here that see, look at this, cute. Isn't that cute? And then I even got a little turtle. So I got that over here too. I'm trying to put everybody's, not everything, because then my whole table would be filled with everybody's gifts, but I enjoy them. I appreciate them. So I try to share as much as I can with that. Have I ever done predictions for XRP? I probably have. Once in a while I do. I need to make a different page for all the cryptos and all that stuff you guys are wanting to do. I need to do a Patreon page on that. May is my birthday month. I just celebrated my 60th birthday. Yeah, you said that last week. Happy birthday. So, and happy birthday to all the people that are having birthdays. My son's birthday, my stepdaughters, my father-in-laws, my granddaughters. Who else was there? So my granddaughters was the second. So a lot of birthdays in May also. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hello, Debbie, and everyone from the UK. Wow, fantastic. Love that. Love that. Okay. Okay, so what else was I going to say? Okay, so P.O. Box, if you guys are wanting to send me a card, even just to say hi to Diddy, I open them up on Thursdays. So send it to 5882 Oxnard, California, 93031. And that's where I open up the gifts and the cards. And we do healing prayers on Thursdays. So this week it is going to be, I think it's Archangel Nathaniel. I'm doing so many videos and predictions and everything before I leave in June, because I'm going to be gone for about 3-4 weeks in June. So, but I will put up videos for you. Okay. Not Thursdays though, but this Thursday is prayer for love and health and joy through Archangel Nathaniel. Okay. Or Nathan, which is my grandson's name. And so if you want to send a card or a gift or a donation, you can send it to 5882 Oxnard, California, 93031. Please like and share. Even share it to your family. Share it to your friends. My daughter was like, you need to tell them to share it with their friends. Share the video with other people. Share it with other people, or just comment. And if you can't donate, that's great. Just comment, give me a hotty ditty, say how you doing, whatever it is on there. Okay. So I love that for you. I don't know if you guys heard, but I was on a podcast. I was on the Brad Peterson podcast. So if you look down below where I talk about things and you can have connections, the code to connect to that is down below. It's the Brad Peterson show. I was talking about my near death again. He added some things on there. Listen to all the end because I told him what life path he's doing. I was talking to him about that. It's going to be the same kind of story, but there's some things that are added or not added on there. So love you to connect to that. So it's the Brad Peterson show, okay, on YouTube here. So thank you, Brad. If you're listening, thank you for letting me be on your podcast. Okay, so 2:52, and then she says, hi to Diddy, Debbie. Thank you, hi to Diddy. I always share on my Facebook. Thanks, Cheryl. Yes, a lot of you beautiful people share my information or say what's coming up. You know what I mean? So, yes. What's wonderful is that your subscribers are at 32.7. Yes. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Ginger. Yes. I finally got over the 30. I mean, took me years, but I finally, and I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So, yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe or, ring the bell or whatever. Okay. Hi, T Rose. Oh, hi, Lori. Look she gave me $10. She says, I adore you so much. You know that, and how you always make us smile and laugh with you and sing and name the tune. I have a big birthday on the 30th. Can't wait until you're on my podcast too. Yay. Happy birthday, Lori. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So all these beautiful people that are, through the month. So I love that. You're awesome to listen to. Thanks, Jay. Thank you. Melanie, I'm glad I caught alive. Love your videos and appreciate your time and information so much. Thank you. Love and light to you and all the chats. Yes, we have a lot of beautiful people on chat. So if you can figure out how to get on chat and connect with these beautiful people, I appreciate that. Okay, so let me do the angel number and then I'm going to do the predictions because I've got a lot of information for you guys. So I don't want to be having to hurry up. Okay. Okay, so today's the 13th, and I use my angel book number. Maybe I should get another angel book or something. I don't know. Is there any angel book you guys know that you like? If you do, put it in the comments or even down below. Okay, so this one is number 13 because today's the 13th, and it says hope. Nurture yourself. Your angels are aware you are going through a difficult time. They want you to put your energies into taking care of yourself. Plant a seed somewhere you can watch it grow. As you nurture this new life, you are nurturing your own as it gets acquainted with what surrounds you now. Okay? So I would say, know that you have hope. Know that the angels are around you. Know that we're around you, that we're supporting you also. Yay! Okay? My number is 13. Well, fantastic, Martinez. Love the necklace. Yes, this is labradorite with amethyst, and I got this in Drome in Arizona, and the guy personally made this. I got this years ago. This is probably, I don't know, at least 15, 20 years ago. So isn't that pretty? And I love how it just, I love labradorite. So I've had people giving me a labradorite necklaces before, and I love them. I love them. So, hey, another Lori. That's how my name is spelled. It doesn't. I don't see it often. Cool. Yes. Instead of the Lori, you spell it Lauri. Fantastic. Love that. Okay. So, again, I'm saying it's embrace the changes. I'm going to go through all the signs and things like that. Okay. So, the things that have come true. All right. May 8th, Queen Margaret, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Margaret, I don't know. It's not Margaret. It's Margrethe, I think, from Denmark, was hospitalized. Remember, I kept on saying I'm seeing leaders getting sick or stepping down or things like that. And I'm still seeing a bunch of that. I don't know how to say this guy from Russia, Ramzan, Ramzan of Russia, requested permission to step down because of an illness. Again, more stepping down. The volcano in the Big Island. Someone sent me this, and they said that Hawaii, that we know it's been erupting, but it's erupting even more. They had 500 feet of fountains. You know what I mean with the fountains, like 500 feet. They're saying that it hasn't done that 500 feet for many, many, many years. Not saying that it didn't spew, but these big, they call them fountains, you know, like going up and over. That must be awesome to see. Wouldn't that be cool to be in a helicopter and seeing that at night? I mean, fantastic. Anybody on the Big Island, I'd be running over there. But that's me. You know what I mean? Earthquake in Tennessee. I had a couple people sending me that information. Thank you. I don't care if I get double, triple, quadruple, 100 of you guys repeating. Please send me the information because, like I said, I don't always see all the news. Okay, so there was an earthquake in Tennessee, and I guess it was felt by a lot of states. I even had my beautiful friend Sabine. She even sent it to me. She was like, Debbie, I felt it over here. So there was an earthquake in Virginia. There was an earthquake here in Malibu. And another one close to New Zealand. So I'm saying in New Zealand, you need to watch out. Yeah, you need to watch out. And I've been feeling really today for the last couple days. I would be not surprised if we don't have an earthquake soon around here or around, you know, Japan, the north part of the States or whatever. But yeah, I've been taking my double Zolta drop and trying to get my stomach to ease up. So Texas had tornado watches and severe storms for 41 counties. Not 4, not 1, but 41. I mean, like I said, this is the year of the tornadoes. I was telling you, wind, 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 and it's not going to end until next year. So anything with wind, tornadoes, hurricanes, storms, hail, is still going to be coming, okay? Connecticut, there was flooding. And remember, I was saying the east. I kept on seeing the east having flooding because of a river. I was still saying the things with the planes. United Airlines wing was chipped, San Francisco. And an Alaskan plane crashed because it was trying to avoid a dog. So then it crashed when it was landing. And then I guess someone sent me that there was a plane crash in Ohio. So again, thank you for that. Human smuggling incident happened here in California. 3 died, 4 survived, unfortunately. There was a flood in Jordan. You know how, what is it, Raiders of the Lost Ark? And at the end, they go to Jordan and there's that beautiful village that's against the wall there. And I guess a bunch of people that were tourists were trapped. And yeah, it was just crazy. I mean, just flooding. They had to cancel all the tours and all that stuff there. Look up Jordan. It was massively flooded with all the water there. And then I was saying, I think it was last week, could have been last week, I said Bitcoin could jump up to 39K to 104K. And someone gave me that information on the comments on one of my video. They're like, you're right, Debbie, you're right. Because I don't sit there and check this. I don't sit there and check the stocks or the Bitcoin. I'm not sitting there. I don't have time. That's probably why I'm not in it. But it went to as far as I said it was going to be. So fantastic on that. Okay. And like I said, I want to wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful May. I hope the weather and in springtime for the people in the northern hemisphere and, you know, getting into fall in the southern hemisphere. This is the time of year, world round. Boy, I'm just like zinging. That we can have some beautiful days, right? Some beautiful days. Today I was in between my readings. Something said, let's go outside and sit a little bit and read a little bit. So down, because I don't know if this full moon that happened last night has affected you guys. We were saying that on the chat. Boy, it's been affecting me. I haven't had sleep in the last 3 nights. I mean, it's just been like, think. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know if they're downloading me things because it's in Scorpio and I'm Scorpio. I don't know. I don't know what the heck, but that energy has just been crazy. Brandon said yes at 104K right now. Fantastic. I haven't looked at it today, but fantastic. Tennessee is getting tons of rain. Yeah, beautiful day here in Northern Carolina. Yeah, I think there was something going on in the Carolinas because I remember I was like, there's some flooding or there was some kind of wind or something in the Carolinas there too. So I saw that. But if you're having good weather now, fantastic. I like that. I started waking up at 4 a.m. for no reason. Yep. Got it. Beautiful here in Minnesota. Great. When I'm there in a couple weeks, please be nice. Don't be hot. Don't be humid. And mosquitoes, stay away. Stay away. So yeah, it's just, yep. People are getting up and having weird dreams, and it's just been really, really crazy. Yeah, it's just, woo. Okay, so there's 411 people. So let me start doing my predictions, because like I said, I got a lot of information here. So let's go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Marta. Thank you. Okay. Gemini, it's the Gemini energy that's coming in, May 21st to June 21st, is all about communication in all kinds of form. Social media, news, relationships. So these next couple of months, not just this month, truth, lies, gossip, chatter, misunderstanding could increase. But also this energy is well known to be adaptable. So it's like learning to be adaptable to this energy, because it's not going to be just a couple months. I'm seeing it going into 2026. But yeah, more and more information I'll give to you guys the closer we get to it. I don't want to, I'm repeating myself a lot as it is. I don't want to be over repeating so much more. Again, this is the time we'll be presenting this new change to you, either with with a feather, the change is going to be slight, or with a sledgehammer. Okay. So some of you people, when I've been doing readings, I'm like, oh God, do I need to tell them it's down? And some other people, like I did a reading today and I was like, oh, well, they're not going to feel it. It's kind of like a little dip. And I'm like, well, you're lucky. You're not going to feel it. You might feel it later on in the year, but you're not feeling it now. Some of you are just like, whoosh. So like I said, this May, June, and July, it could be a feather change to the point you're like, what the heck was Debbie talking about? And other of you guys are going to be like, oh my God, I'm dragging my wing. You know what I mean? So be ready with that. A sledgehammer. Remember that song, Sledgehammer? I don't know if you guys remember that song or not. Here I'm going to do a squirrel thing. My grandson was in a car accident 2 days ago. His angels were with him, because if you would see the car and how he survived is a miracle. Oh, fantastic, Margie. Fantastic. Mrs. Mystic Messenger says the thunderstorms here in North Georgia. Yeah, see, I was seeing the storms and the rain and the hail and wind for you guys on that East Coast over there. Okay, but it is also a great time to learn, research, pursue knowledge, but it's also a big time for debating. Okay, so there could be some big debates. All right, so I had a squirrel moment here. I was talking about debating, and then all of a sudden they brought this information in. So they said around May 15th to the 20th could have a cyber attack or a marine accident. So either an ocean or a marine, the soldier, or marine accident. So they were showing me that. And then they showed me this, that there's going to be airplane more delays because of traffic controllers shortage, right? And this will affect New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Chicago the most, but also careful of accidents. And then they went back to the debate. Okay, so squirrel moment there. Here we're going to go with a squirrel moment. A deer hit my car yesterday. If I would, I don't know what that means, Don, but I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're here, okay? So I see big debates in the world, especially between world leaders, U.S. with Canada, U.S. with Mexico, Russia, Ukraine. Doesn't mean we'll hear all about it, or we hear about some countries wanting to start a conflict or wanting to create peace. There's going to be two dynamics on here, okay? And I feel like we might hear some news like, oh, they want peace. Maybe it might be Russia, and all of a sudden it was the Ukraine, and all of a sudden it stops. The war stops, and it's like, boop, okay. So, or it's going to go longer than it was before. So we're at a tipping point here, and someone's going to go, well, that's not really a prediction, Debbie. I'm like, no, if we're wanting to create peace, and like I said, more than one together, if all of us are like, let's send, peace to them and prayers to them and giving them a higher energy instead of conflict and worry and fear and anxiety, that just makes it worse. We can change the world. We can change our world. So I'm saying let's focus on the peace, okay? Also, but is it true? Are we going to be hearing the truth? Because again, communication, everything's about communication from now until June 21st. Okay. So, and I feel like it's going to be further than that. So are you hearing the truth? We got to get you to, with this AI and, with TikTok and YouTube and like me, I could be not telling you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth because I don't like lies, but, if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, let it go. Okay. Many networks of all kind could be giving us lies. We will need to find out on our own what is true or false. The people that like to see the world in anger or in conflict will see it as so. That's what Spirit had me write. Believe it or not, Spirit has been showing me this May as the calm month. They're showing me that May, and I've said this before, is the peace before we go through, maybe some challenges. We will have to listen to our inside big time from now till the end of July, especially around the stocks, economy, coins, and travel. And I'll talk about that down a little bit. The second half of May is very important, period. Okay? Can you embrace the changes that could be coming? But I'm not saying that the changes have to happen to you, but they might be happening to your friends or your family or your coworkers or your job or the hospitals or you know what I mean? There's going to be changes. There's going to be changes. And you might be like, Debbie, I didn't feel a change. Just like with COVID, I didn't feel anything, but it changed, massive changes around other people, right? So be it that I'd be like, oh, I didn't feel anything. COVID was nothing. No, it was a lot to a lot of other people. So that's what I'm seeing is going to be, there is going to be changes around people. Doesn't mean it's going to be hitting you, but are you ready for the change? Are you ready for the change? It's almost kind of like having the bag ready for the earthquake or the tornado or the fire. Do you have your bag ready? Do you have your thing ready? Okay. So I'm seeing someone saying, I'm sorry to Lonnie, and I don't know what happened. Prayers for my sister who passed recently. Oh, prayers to your sister, sweetie. Prayers to your sister. Are these good changes? Yes. Some are good changes. And like I said, it's going to be in where you're focusing and It's kind of like, it might take time. It might not be an instant change, or it might be an instant change for the better. These changes are not always for the worst. Like people are like, oh, these changes and these things that are going on, it's all for bad. No, sometimes we need the change to get rid of the junk, like I've been saying before, and to clean it, and then so good changes can come. So yes, there's going to be some good changes also. There has been so much change, but if you can handle it or not, right? Exactly. Let's all hope for good changes for all. Right. Let's focus on that. That's what I'm going to focus on too. Okay. Me talking so much, I lost my space. Okay. A huge energy shift, especially the second half. Luck. See and notice your luck. See, here we're talking about the good thing. Ask for the luck. Ask for good change. Say, or make it that if I'm going to have a major change, sometimes the changes are not good because you are fighting the change. A lot of people don't like change. Okay. I would say 85% of the people do not like change. Some people like it. They like that spontaneity and constantly going and but majority of us don't. But it doesn't have to be that hard. You can ask the angels, you can ask the universe, you can ask God, Buddha, whoever you believe in, that okay, I need the change, but please bring it to me as much ease as you can, or that I see the change so that I'm not like, I'm not seeing, let me step back and see where I'm going so that I can prepare for this change that's going to be happening. Okay, again, this energy is going to be hairy, because many truths will get shown, some good, some bad. Here we go again. There's going to be some truths going to be shown as like, and then some of them are going to be like, yay. Okay. People can explode or be more empowered. Okay. More than usual. So if you're with someone that is very moody, bipolar, if they haven't through this full moon, oh my God, they're going to be maybe more explosive or more expressive or more And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. Okay. Okay, good or bad, major changes in travel. There's going to be changes in shipping. Oh, here. And you remember, I wrote this in March, and we're in May. Okay, I wrote this in March. How would I know that all of a sudden now the tariffs are down? And so there's the changes on the ports again. Okay, so more than usual, good or bad, major changes around travel, shipping, ports could be made. Need a visa, another ID, which Mexico is saying that you need a visa now. Some ports could close. Some ports could be really super busy. Some shipping issues or even cruises. Be careful again with a virus or an accident or a cruise stuck because of weather or an incident happens around a cruise. I saw when I was writing this automatically, I hope I'm wrong, I saw a vehicle or a ship go down in the water or in ice. You know, it could be like a truck and it's all of a sudden it's down, or a big ship going down into the water, or it's stuck in the ice and it's, you know, it's crooked and you need to rescue it. Okay. Health, President Putin this month, especially June and July, could bring health issues and leadership conflicts. I'm seeing more around President Putin than anybody else. Again, President Trump needs to be careful with health-wise, especially at the end of the month. Circulation fails, heart attack, stroke, or intestines issues. Might need surgery. Again, might be hidden from us, though. Doesn't mean that we're going to hear about it. We might hear about it months from now. We might hear it a year from now. Like, what? I didn't know he had a, colostomy bag or something. Who knows? You know what I mean? So, about that. Hidden health issues or financial dealing of political leaders. They're good. There's going to be, and it's already happened with the tariffs, but I could see more. Leaks and whistleblowers report around corruption or even good news or around the government. Okay. A scandal. Because remember, this is communication, you guys. It's like, why are you saying this bad news? It's going to be, secrets are going to be revealed. That's like the Scorpio full moon. Secrets are going to be revealed. If you did the Veda, it's a Libra full moon. And again, balance, justice is going to be around us. Okay. So scandals involved in celebrities or royal figures, secrets around tech companies trying to, hide stuff. Okay. Or trying to control the AI can get exposed. There or this month could be the beginning of a political exposure. Nothing done yet, but pointing to the cracks. So here I go. I'm going to use a dam as like I want you to picture like a dam. Okay. So nothing done yet, but the cracks, it's people are going to be like, hey, isn't there a crack starting over there? Yeah, let's ignore it. Isn't there, there's another crack. Okay. So it's going to be like that. Like people are going to be questioning things. Okay. Good or bad. It's like, is that good or is that bad? Nothing done yet, but pointing to the cracks like a dam. I feel like the dam won't leak or break until 2026. Okay. Again, I still see truth being exposed or something happening around October, November, around that time. Okay. More things could be showing the beginning of the dam breaking more in October again. Scandals revealed, legal or health issues. Public, a public fallout or a sudden end to a world leader. And that's what I'm seeing in October, November. I'm going to be kind of saying that like a president, a former president, Putin or King Charles. It could be another leader. Okay. So from Africa or whatever. I don't know what his name is, but they were telling me today, and I didn't have enough time to write it down because, again, I wrote this in March. I could see some kind of leader in Africa being tried to be assassinated. I could see a close call or they get hit. I'm not saying that they die, but I can see it. I don't know what their name is. I'm seeing them in my mind's eye and I can't think of their name, but I could see them trying to get assassinated because there's going to be this control over Africa because of the mineral rights, because of the oil, because of the diamonds, because of all the mineral rights of Africa. And Africa is huge, right? It's not going to be just one section. Believe me, we're going to start focusing on Africa. We're going to be starting to focus on Africa. And Africa is going to try to be its own individual. It's going to try to work on its own and maybe even part from other countries or whatever. So this is going to, for Africa, if you're living in Africa, there's going to be, I'm seeing like the next 2 to 3 years, and I'm just getting this right now, there's going to be a lot of jumble back and forth, back and forth. So if you're working with Africa, if you're having a company with Africa, if you're got land over there, be careful with it, okay? Be careful with the paperwork. They're such a rich country, but so poor. Yes, exactly, Firefly, exactly. So it's like, what the heck? Do you know what I mean? What the heck? So, I just seen that controversy, and I'm seeing conflicts and them even going after each other. It's just crazy what they're showing it to me, okay? Government officials, there could be an upset in Turkey, Israel, France. These cracks could be shown this month. The start again, try to be hide. I was also showing a blackout across Canada border state. So this is what they showed me. So, and I'm not doing like this conspiracy theory or whatever, but I could see Canada playing a little game with the states. Just say it. And will it be revealed? No. But it could be that all of a sudden some of the electricity in the states are out, and they're going to blame it on a wind, or they're going to blame it on a storm, or they're going to blame it on a fire, if you know what I mean. So they're going to show us how it would look without having the electricity from Canada. Okay? Just a thought. Just what was shown to me. Not saying that it has to be true, if you know what I mean. Just giving you something to think about. Okay? All right. So the right-hand side of Africa's land is separating from the other side of their continent with the ocean in between. They are? Is the 3 days of darkness? Maybe. Maybe that's the 3 days of darkness there, Candy. Maybe that's what they're trying to show me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Wow. Doug Ford warned about that stuff. Ontario, Canada premiere. Really? This is the first time. You can tell I'm downloading it now. So when did you see this happening? I felt like, what did I say? I feel like it could even happen around here or around the October, November. Okay? If the president doesn't coincide with Canada, I could see it coming sooner than later. I could see it happening this May, June, July, or that could be the part of the October, November. But Spirit showed me in October, November, and I don't know what leader it is. I'm seeing that there could be a fallout of a leader or someone having to step down or something like that. Okay, so like I said, I'm seeing it here in May, but I don't know if it's that someone passes away or they're dodging it, but I'm seeing it stronger in October, November. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Kelly goes, I hope not winter time. Yeah, I feel like it would be more, if it's going to be closer to wintertime here in the northern hemisphere, I feel like it would be more around October, November. Still cold, but not, the dead of winter kind of thing. All right? Because I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do it that way. Okay, the energy from the rest of the month of May is going to be focusing on home and protection, family, and patriotism. Okay, so there could be that protesting. That could be, a lot of you guys are going to go, screw the world, and I'm just going to focus on my family and my friends and everything like that. Fantastic. Okay, the protesting, sudden political changes or market disruption. Okay. We're going to try, it's going to be slow. If there's going to be changes, there are going to be some of them that are like, come on, change. And then there's going to be other ones that are going to be quick. But that's because there's Mercury in Taurus. And I don't know if you guys know horoscopes, but, and I don't. If you're like, Debbie, you don't know what you're talking about, you're right, I don't. But Spirit had me write this down. They're saying that some practical solutions might take some time, but it's going to be really a good solution, okay? All right. So the United States. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the states. Then I'm going to talk about the market, the cryptos, and then I'm going to talk about your guys' zodiac sign. So I'm going to do what to watch out for the countries, and what to watch out for and what is a good sign. Okay. So for the United States, they need to watch out for political shakeups, economic discussion about food and security, real estate. There could be a shakeup in the real estate, homeland protection. Here we go again. You can always tell. I mean, this is me again. I'm not doing conspiracy theory or but it's so funny. It's so quiet here. We're by Oxnard, and then there's Port Hueneme. There's a naval base, or the Seabees they call them. It's so funny because we never hear about military helicopters or planes or whatever, and then all of a sudden we hear them all the time, and it's like, what the heck? And then I know something's going on, and then something will be on the news of like, yeah, this is going on, or this is going on. So, okay, so we need to be careful with that. The good size innovation in housing, a new way of housing, or maybe we could do housing for the homeless, or that you can afford a home better. Healthcare, they're going to try to look at the healthcare better, and then tech security, so that we're not getting these cyber people cybering us, and bringing that down. Europe, let's play for the best. Yes. Europe, they want to watch out for protests, strikes, and disruption, especially in the southern Europe, like France, Italy, and Spain. The things to look things that are going to be good about is renewed talks about environmental reform. So looking at the environment again. Even though there's these conflicts going on, they're still focusing on good things too, okay? Australia, New Zealand need to watch out. Australia. Watch out for natural events like storms and floods, sorry you guys, or even fires. New government rule affecting immigration or agriculture. So there's going to be these laws. And I think I've been saying that before. It's like, watch out. New government is going to be taking over, and you might not hear about it. And you'll be like, what? When did they do that? When did that change? Okay. The good side, you guys are going to come together. The community is going to come together, and unity is going to bring strength. So it could be the protesting, or you guys are getting together and saying, nope, we didn't ask for that. Togetherness again instead of separation, okay? Japan needs to watch out for tech industry changes. The economics could be really volatile. It could be very shaky, very, very, very shaky in Japan, okay? The good stuff, good as strengthening international partnership, like connecting to other countries that can help each other out, all right? China, watch out for trades, international shifts, and leaders. Here we go with the leadership again, or even new policies in China, okay? The good side is new technology advancement and scientific, God, Debbie, I just went blank. Whoop. Scientific, creating new scientific things that are for the better for the people. Do you know what I'm saying? And, okay, South Korea. I don't know how to say their name, but Spirit had me look this up. His name is Lee J. Myung, I think, Myung. They're saying that he might be really promising for the election, the presidential race in June. So they wanted me to look at this person. I have to look at him again. I need to Google it, because I just wrote this down. I need to look at that, but they're saying that he might have a promising winning of the race, okay? Canada, watch out for political transitions, many changes, especially around the government. Mark Carney needs to watch out security-wise. I've been saying that before. But also these changes could bring new, fresh leadership, unity, growth, and you finally be heard. The people are going to be heard. So get together, Canada, and be heard, okay? New Zealand, watch out for communication, shifting in style, decision-making process, and having an overhaul, like a new way to vote. And they brought this to me before. So watch about your voting, watch about your laws, okay? But it could bring the people together to protest communication decisions, making it their way, not the government. Okay, so that's a good thing. She's saying breathe. I don't have, I can't because I got so much to tell you. Okay, Mexico, watch out. Political conflicts, major protesting, fires, electrical outage, okay? Positive, people finding their strength, helping to show the lies. They're going to start showing the lies, bringing the truth to the people, helping the people to get into their power and unity. I love that. I love that. So then they were giving me a couple more predictions, and then I'm going to go to the crypto, and then I'm going to go to your guys' sign. Okay. There could be more intense conflicts around May 23rd to around June 6th, okay? Around trade or some temporary blockage, public clashing over resources. This could be the time of blackouts. Okay, so there's the blackout. Okay, so that could be the blackout with Canada. That could be the blackout here or in other countries, okay? So I knew I wrote it down somewhere, but I didn't know where. Okay, so some temporary black outage, public clashes over resources. This could be the time of the blackout. Glitches in the electricity and border protest, okay? Again, it's funny how Spirit makes me write things down because it said, again, to nip it. Remember Barbie Fife? Nip it. That's what they literally had me write that on there. Nip it. It's so funny. Around, we need to catch it. We need to stop it. We need to not ignore a virus, the flu, bird flu, whatever it is, COVID or whatever. It could get bad really fast, okay? It's going to get, it could go again, especially in Europe. They told me in Europe, okay? We need to be careful and watch out for the underwater volcano. Remember, I've been telling you guys that I kept on seeing, and I've been saying this since last year, that I keep on seeing this volcano eruption. I don't feel like this is the only one that we need to watch out for because I'm seeing one more in the middle of the Pacific and one close to like Australia, New Zealand area. But, and someone wrote this to me too, and I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about it tonight. Because they kept on giving me this concern. Even my friend wrote me, and she's like, Debbie, you've been talking about this. Look at what it's showing up. So be careful and to watch the underwater volcano by Oregon, okay? I'm also seeing that there could be an earthquake in Missouri or Kansas around that area. Weird place to have. I get it that you guys have earthquakes, but I'm seeing it being bigger than normal, okay? Earthquake in California, Turkey, Greece, Mexico, Chile, New Zealand. I'm seeing it being more than 5.0. I'm seeing like 6.0, could even be a 7 in there, okay? Yes. So, Celtic Seer says Mercury retrograde 718 to 810 in Leo, so the blackout may not be intentional. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not saying that it has to be intentional, but grid overload due to heat. It could be that, but this one they were telling me that there could be an outage between May 23rd to June 6th or 10th. Okay, so that could be a different one. All right. Lori says there was just something I saw on Facebook from a weather thing about that underground volcano and it's rumbling. Yeah, and you guys know I've been saying this. So if that happens, I get that point. Not that I'm competing with people, but you know what I mean? It's like I've been talking about this for a long time. Still shipping. I'm sorry, you guys. I still see, even though the tariffs are laid, for 90 days, I still see an issue around shipping, cruises, ports, dock, or like a boat runs into a dock, runs into a ship, or run a bridge again, like we had before. Okay, I've got my paperwork is all over the place. It's like not in order. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, so we're going to probably go over. So, okay, cryptos and stocks. What do I always say, you guys? I'm not a financial advisor. When do I see the earthquakes? I'm seeing this through May and June right now. And there'll probably be more. I felt there might be an oil spill, and I talked about that before too. Yeah. I know I talked about oil spills. Maybe it's not on this one. Maybe it's on next week. But I'm seeing oil spills also. Okay. Oh, right here. Need to watch out. See, it's right here. Need to watch out for oil spills. Funny how that you just said that. Okay, need to watch out for oil spills, water land, oil leaks, Secret revealed of an oil company, or there could be a cover up. Okay, so there could be the leakage of the oil, an oil company, an oil rig, or something like that. Okay, again, the fruits and vegetable, there could be shortage. Florida, the Midwest, around the world. Farmers. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember that movie with Sissy Spacek, and I think it was in the 70s. If you guys weren't born then you probably wouldn't know, but in the 70s, a lot of the people had to sell their land because they weren't making enough money, or the taxes or whatever, and then they override the farmer's land, and then people got together. There's a movie with Sissy Spacek in it. I don't know what it's called, but they were showing me that. So they were saying here, vegetable and fruit shortage, but they were saying the farmers might have to sell. They were showing me the 70s movie, can't make payment, but I see, here we go with the good news. I'm seeing the farmers coming together and going, nope, we're not, like how they have the auctions and they're, 5, 10, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I'm seeing the farmers going, don't bid on it, or just bid on it at the 5 and then give it back to the person. Do you know what I'm saying? So that some people are going to try to buy the land, especially in the Midwest, because in the Midwest is not only the oil, but there's lithium around in the Midwest. And it's not being exposed yet. And they're going to want that lithium. So being careful on that. Again, big waves, higher tides than normal, or ocean eruption, kind of like the Oregon thing, tsunami, or landslides. I was seeing landslides. More hail, storms, wind. There could be either a leak or eruption or something in the air. There could be something in the air. Something's in the air. That we have to wear a mask. And I'm not saying this is for the world. It could be like a volcano erupts and then there's the ash and you got to wear a mask. Or there's a leakage, like there's a train accident or plane accident or something, and then there's a leakage and people got to wear a mask, because I'm seeing people wearing a mask. Okay. My imitation of an auctioneer. I would be really bad. Thanks, Melody. I'm glad you got to see me live. Yeah. Do I see it going? Someone's asking me about Bitcoin 168 this year. It could, but not right now. I'd be really surprised. I feel like that would be later. There was a Little House on the Prairie episode like that. Watch the auction. The River with Mel Gibson. Yes. That was in the 80s. But was Sissy Spacek in the River? I don't know if that's the movie I'm thinking of. Okay. So let me see if I've got all my things on here. Okay, so now I'm going to do your zodiac signs, okay? So I'm going to do your health, wealth, love, and good or bad. Okay? So here we go. Okay. Energy. Okay, Aries. Sorry, didn't even say. Guess who it is? No. And this is for May 15th to May 31st. It could go into June. Okay, it could go into June. But this is for that. Okay, health-wise for Aries. Energy levels up, but prone to accidents. So be careful. Careful with sports. If you're a grandson, your child, or you are in sports, be careful with sports. Okay? Wealth. Financial opportunities expand after May 25th. Investments highlighted. Again, not a financial advisor, but there might be some opportunities there that people are talking. I think it's around the Bitcoin. Just telling you. Oh, did I tell you guys about the Bitcoin? No, I don't think I did. Let me go back. Okay. Cryptos and stocks. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. A lot of squirrels today. I'm really full of energy. Okay, I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to take a drink. Okay. Okay, so right now, some uncovering undervalued assets might be able to find a hidden gem or some profit from now until around May 15th. Okay, so it's the 13th, 14th, 15th. Remember, I wrote this in March. Be careful around May 15th through the 18th. Market might pause, delay, or even reverse. Not a great time of risky moves. Could have a profit around the 22nd, 24th, okay? Could be before May 28th, 31st, could have the market dip. Fear-driven sales, political conflict could affect the market. There could be a hack or a legal drama involving the exchange, okay? So, but then I'm seeing after, so there was the profit now. It could go down, like especially with the cryptos and things like that. I'm seeing the silver going, I'm seeing people, the silver is going to go up and the gold's going to go up, okay? I'm seeing that being a basic where people are going to go to. So if you're wanting to sell your gold, fantastic. This I predicted before, and I know I've predicted it before. I said that silver could get to the place where it's even almost worth more than the gold, or the profit of the silver is more than the gold, which has been happening, and I'm still seeing more of that, okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but down the road, especially this year, next year, following years, silver is going to be worth more, people. Silver is going to be worth more. And a lot of people are going to want it and need it, okay? Les says, the river. Oh, yeah, so it probably is that. The film tells the story of the struggle of a farm family in Tennessee River Valley trying to keep its farm from going under in the face of bank foreclosures and floods. Got it. Thanks, Kathy. She says, don't forget to like her videos. Hit the X bar. Yes. Okay, so let's go to Aries. Okay. Aries, like I said, health, energy level goes up, prone to accidents, careful with sports. Wealth, financial opportunities expand after May 25th. Investment highlighted. Love, relationship tense eases. Better communication mid-month, around now, okay? The good or the bad, good for launching new projects, okay? So if you are wanting to launch something, this is the time to do it. Taurus, health-wise, watch your digestion, watch your anxiety, and watch your neck and your shoulder. Okay, so if you've had an issue with your neck or shoulder before, it could come up again. My little squirrel button. Okay, so be careful around that area. Wealth, strong improvement in finances by the end of May. Okay. Love, a deep bond time or total breakup. There's going to be no in between. There's going to be no gray points. It's either, you think you're going to break up, but then you're going to make up that song. You think you're going to break up. But there's going to be, it's yes, we're together, or no, we're together. Okay? We're not. Okay? There's going to be, the good or bad is going to be big emotional shifts, good for the long term. It's going to be good for the long term. Again, there's going to be that change. Okay? How far do you see the crash in May for crypto? Did you see it when it would stabilize? It's not going to stabilize until, I don't see it right now, but we're in May. It could change. I don't start seeing it stabilizing until July. This doesn't mean this is the big one. I'm seeing the more bigger one in June, which I've been saying numerously. Okay? You forgot Aries' bad thing. There was no bad thing, honey. There was no bad thing. It's either good or bad. Okay? It's either good or bad. Okay? All right, Gemini. Health, nervous energy high, need to calm down, have a calming routine, breathe. You need to breathe. Otherwise, it's going to affect your health. If you have ulcers or if you have anxiety, it will rise. Okay. Wealth, money improves with teamwork, or if you're connecting, you're collaborating with somebody, you're doing a business, you're doing auditions, you're going for a job, This is a really good time for that. Love, flirty, new love opportunities after May 20th. So if you're single or if you're married, it's a good time to go out on a date and have a hot diddity of a time. Okay. The good news for Gemini is good for networking and social growth. That if you're wanting to be seen, if you're starting a new business, you're at work, make yourself seen, ask for the raise. Okay. Cancer, health-wise, need more sleep. Immune system needs boosting. So start taking that, probiotic or that vitamin D or whatever. I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you ideas. Okay. Try to sleep more. Okay. Wealth. Jupiter enters your sign on May 25th. Huge luck starts. on May 25th, okay? Love, emotional relationships deepen beautifully. Emotional. If you're emotionally connected, it's going to get deeper. You're going to get deeper because you're going to have that communication. Cancer likes to talk too. So they're the emotional conversation. Gemini are, right? So you could have some deep emotional conversations, which could help you with your love life. Okay. The good or bad, very lucky period opening up. So it could be lucky in love, lucky in health, lucky in wealth. It could be you win the bingo game or whatever. Okay. Leo. This and you guys, this is for your rising sign, your sun sign, or your moon sign, okay? Leo, minor health scare possible. Listen to your body. If it's like, I'm not doing good. So like mine is like, is it because an earthquake's happening or am I having an issue with my belly? Okay? I don't think it's my belly. So listen to your body. Wealth, career, investment pays off after hard work. Finally, you did all this work, So I could say, because I got Leo Moon, I could say that person that let me be on their podcast, I had like 40 or 50,000 views. And so now I've got other podcasts coming up to me and saying, could you be on our podcast? So that could be good news, something like that. Dreaming Jewett. Oh, you look so beautiful tonight, Debbie. Oh, thank you. There's no bad things. Oh, okay, she's okay. So love for Leo is secret crushes or hidden feelings could come to light. Or you might finally say, I love you. Or they might say, I don't want to, you know what I mean? So hidden feelings could be presented to you or secret crushes could be to you. It's like, who's this? Sent me flowers. Don't know who it's from. Okay. The good or the bad, tests and loyalty. Good or bad, depending on the choices. Okay. So loyalty, can you're going to be able to trust that person or not trust that person. It's going to be shown to you. There's not going to be a gray point. It's going to be like, oh, I can trust that person. I knew I could trust them. Or, nah, I knew it. You're going to know. You already know if you can trust that person or not, or a friend or family member, or it doesn't mean it has to be a lover. It could even be a pet. Are they loyal to you or not? That's going to be shown around this time. All right. Virgo, pay attention to your diet. Allergies may flare. Okay. Okay, wealth, financial rewards from education or travel. So maybe you go to a travel. Maybe you get a spiritual wealth, a spiritual download or something. Or you're learning something and then you're putting it into your business or you're putting it into your life that makes you release your blockages and you're allowing that prosperity or love or health to you, okay? Love, passionate encounters, major attraction vibes. You know, one of those. Like the cartoons, boing. Okay, so if you're single, this is the time to go out, I say, start talking to people or let people set you up or whatever way you like to meet people. This is a good time. Do not hide at this time if you're wanting to connect to somebody. Or it could be a passionate of if you're married, you're like, I love them even more. Oh, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Okay, the good or the bad. Opportunities, that's a good thing. Opportunities to achieve a long-term goal is a really powerful time right now. Okay. Libra, health, back pain or tension possible. Gentle exercise helps. Okay, so it's like, let someone rub your back. That's really funny because my husband's a Libra, and today he's like, oh, my back. So I'm like rubbing him while he's, putting the background up and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, wealth, joint finances and loan requires review. So if you've got a loan, if you're doing if you're going to get a loan or you're going to have a joint loan, please look at the document. Please look at the writing. Please have a lawyer check on it, whatever, okay? But it could be good news that you get the loan, but again, make sure, they're like, yeah, you can get the loan, but your interest rate is way high and you're like, oh, I didn't want it that way. Okay, so check on that. Love, a deep soul connection possible, but also jealousy issues. So I don't know if it's the jealousy issues with them or with you. So would I get jealous or would he get jealous? My husband doesn't get jealous. So can I get jealous? Yes, I can get jealous, but I haven't lately. Okay, anyways, good or bad, sudden shifts in commitments. So that could be a good thing for you or a bad thing for you. So are you wanting to be committed? But this doesn't mean it has to be around love. It could be around your job. Oh, you need to work more hours. You're doing more. You need to. We'll give you the job, but you have to do this, or commitment to a house, or a rental or whatever. It doesn't mean it has to be always around just money. Denise says, thank you for all that you do. You're amazing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Gloria's like, my husband is a Libra too. My aunt's a Libra. Yes. We know how those Libras are, right? Okay, Scorpio. Health, good, but prone to burnout if pushing too hard. I've been working a lot, you guys, because I'm trying to do your videos, doing this. Look at all the information I'm giving you guys on Tuesdays, and then I'm doing Thursdays, and I'm trying to, do it for June. So I gotta start slowing down and breathing. So good, health-wise. Otherwise, if we don't push too hard. Wealth, strong financial, commitments could be, or a contract. There could be a contract in favor, or there could be a new job, or a strong financial connection, or someone's like, hey, I want to give you some money. It could be your mom's not passed, but she's like, I'm going to give you $10,000 of your inheritance so I can help you. You need it now because you're wanting to buy a house or buying a car or something like that. Okay. So that could be really good on that. Love, intense life transformation, clarity. You're going to have clarity. If you notice, a lot of the signs are getting clarity on the romance because it's the communication. It's going to be the communication. So it doesn't mean that they're going to talk it to you, but their actions, you'd be like, they're late again. They didn't show up. They didn't come to the date. Or communication of they're sending me flowers. They, bought me clothes. They bought me a trip. They're giving me compliments. So there's going to be a clarity of you're going to know if they want you or don't want you, or that your marriage or your love life is solid. Okay. And that doesn't mean it has to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be work, all that kind of stuff too. Okay. Where did I say? Okay. I just blanked out. Okay. So, okay. Clarity, good or bad transformation, energy, intense, but rewarding. So we're going to be going through this energy thing, which I've kind of been doing anyways at night. There's going to be, you might get big downloads, or there might be a major transformation, or there could be an incident where it's like, okay, I need to change. It's like, okay, if you're not changing, the universe, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, is like, you need to change. So if you don't change, we're going to flood your house so that you change the house. Or, there could be a fire, or it could be good things. It's like, we're going to give you this opportunity of this really good job. And you're like, I don't know if I'm good for it. Do it. Go for it. Okay. So it could be really good changes. All right. Sagittarius, health. Be cautious about travel. Avoid rushing. So rush hour, but rushing around, like me, the ADHD, running around, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. It's like try to take a breath and slow down. Okay. So be cautious around travel. All right. Not saying something has to happen. Just maybe be an hour earlier to the air flight, or breathe. Don't rush into the travel. Okay. Wealth, money tied to partnerships. Balance is key. So you could have a partnership, or maybe you're so busy that you have to hire more employees, or there could be a partnership at work, or there could be a partnership with your family member, and they're like, here, let me help you out. But make sure you got a contract on there, okay? And make it balanced, all right? Or if you're helping someone else out with wealth, make sure they're giving back to you the same. Okay, love, exciting new relationships and dynamics, okay? So if you're single, could be love in the air. Love is in the air, okay? The good or bad, adventure and change, good if you adapt, okay? So there's going to be change around you, Sagittarius, moon, sun, or rising. There's going to be changes. There's going to be changes. And it could be for the good. All of a sudden, I got all these clients and I'm so busy, or there's a change of like, you need to go a different highway, but adapt to it. Allow yourself to adapt to it. Okay. Excuse me. Capricorn, health. Stress from work could impact physical health. So try to take that break. Stand up, stretch, breathe, slow down. We try, okay? Wealth, focus on saving rather than spending, okay? I need you to save for something down the road, okay? Love, work, life balance needs to be preserved in relationships. So there's got to be a balance in the love, all right? If you're single and you're like, you're dating someone, see if you're over-compromising. Or are they over-compromising you? Do you know what I'm saying? So there's got to be that balance in there. You're going to be seeing the balance. And if you're like, no, Debbie, I've been doing everything, well, then maybe you need to recheck it. Or have a conversation and say, I'm doing more than you are. Could you do more for me? Single, married, friendships, work, whatever. The good or bad, career challenges, but equals future rewards. So maybe it's like career challenges. Maybe it's like, I need to learn this, but it's going to be future rewards. Or maybe it's like, I want to just beat up my, coworker, but if you calm down and the coworker gets fired and then you're like, yes, and then you get that higher job. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. All right. Aquarius, health, good vitality, but watch out for your knees and your joints. Okay. You could have a little, my knees are not good and they crunch. Sorry, you guys, maybe too much information. Crack, 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 right? So be careful with your knees, sitting on your knees, falling or whatever. Wealth, innovation, inventing something, starting something could bring really good profit. But they're saying you have to think outside the box. Don't do it if you're like, oh, I'm going to do YouTube videos like me. Great, but don't do them like me. Do you know what I'm saying? Do your own unique way and style. Does it make sense? And that's what's going to bring you profit. Love, unusual romantic opportunities surprise you. So maybe a lover is like, I got tickets, we're going to Hawaii or something like that. Or let's go for a picnic. Or you're single and then it's like someone set you up and you're like, oh God, I hate it when they set me up. But then you meet them and you're like, oh, this is a good setup. Okay. So unusual romantic opportunities could surprise you. So again, allow. The good or bad, a sudden change in life path. So that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't see the milk. We don't see the gold at the end of the rainbow while we're going through these changes. So what I feel like with you, Aquarius, that there could be a sudden change, but I feel like it's going to be for the good. Okay. The last one. You guys ready? Okay, Pisces, extra sensitive to moods, okay? Needs some grounding. I've got Pisces rising, so I'm, Kathy's like, slow down. I'm like, okay, I need to slow down, take a breath, da-da-da-da. Okay, I could be oversensitive. It's like you say boo to me, and I'm like, that kind of thing. Wealth, home, and family-related financial decisions are important. So there's going to be an important issue around family, financial, maybe that you're helping out, or maybe you're planning a trip. Like I'm planning a trip with my daughter and my granddaughter next year for Disney World because my granddaughter is going to be in the parade. So maybe I need to make a decision, put some saving up for it to go there or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Love, emotional healing leads to strong bonds, okay? So if it's like you express your emotions, I love you, or maybe giving them some more attention or giving yourself some more attention and loving yourself, okay, will create a stronger bond, all right? And the good and bad, emotional cleansing, but it being new beginnings. Letting go of the old thoughts, the negative thoughts, bringing in the positive thoughts. Letting go of people, places, and things that don't resonate with you so then it can bring new beginnings to you. Okay? Debbie, you mentioned last week that you don't meditate. I wrote that in the comments, but what do you do instead? Would you please explain? I don't meditate. I feel like I'm so in that realm when I'm doing readings. When I'm like at the ocean, that really gets me grounded. Just kind of closing my eyes and taking a breath, connecting to the other realm when they're giving me all this information. Really, believe it or not, it gives me energy. It gives me energy to the point that if I don't do that, if say I don't, like when I'm in Minnesota for the month, I'm with my grandkids and all that stuff, but I will have to connect to spirit, or I'll even start writing predictions down because I got to connect to that. That gives me energy. Some people, they say it drains them. Then it's not them connecting to the spiritual realm. Then you're using your mind too much. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So connecting to be in the is space where there is no judgment. There's no negative thought, no positive thought. And people would say, well, that's meditating, but I don't, I connect that other way. Okay. So, okay, I gave you guys a lot of information. Yeah. So I want to see you on Thursday. I'm going to be talking to, let me see, I have it here. Yep, Archangel Nathaniel. And he helps transform your life, helps you with your life path. He can help you connect to the third eye, connecting to the ethers. So I'm going to do the love and health and wealth. The people that know how I do that on Thursdays, praying for the people that have illnesses, praying for your family, praying for the world, praying for the hospitals. So if you want to connect on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, I appreciate that. If not, then I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay. And a lot more predictions are going to come up again. So I want to give you blessings and smiles. And until next time, bye-bye.